Hey, financially lit black girl, and welcome to another financially lit Friday. I am Denise Nicole, your financially lit advocate, and today we are actually talking about the first pillar of being a financially lit black girl. So, y'all know I got my notes. Um, but the first pillar of being a financially black girl, I have definitely referenced these pillars in previous videos, but I'm going to spend a little bit more time over the next couple of weeks diving into each one in particular. So the first pillar is to manifest money. And one well-known script that I like to pair with manifesting money is to prosper even as your soul prospers. So I have heard your soul be defined as your mind, your will, your emotions. That means I've heard it where we're talking about your thinker, your chooser, your feeler, right? So when we talk about manifesting money or having your soul prosper, from our perspective, because I know that there are a lot of different interpretations and thoughts that come to mind when you hear the word manifest. But when we are talking about the word manifest, the definition of manifestation is a clear or to be clear or obvious to the eye or to the mind, right? So we're again to prosper as your soul prospers. Your soul, your mind, your will, your emotion, your feeler, your chooser, your thinker. We want these things, your mind, your will, your emotions, your feeler, your thinker, your chooser, to be focused on money, to be clear, to be obvious about money. Another definition of manifest is to demonstrate, to be evidence of, right? So when we say manifest here at Financially Lit Black Girl, we are talking about putting money on your mind, right? In your feelings, in your chooser, your will, right? That you choose what to do with your money, right? That you feel about money, right? That you think about money the right way. That we make it clear what you should be doing with your money, and then demonstrating and showing the evidence and the proof that you are a financially lit black girl. Okay, so when we say manifest money, that's what we're talking about. We cannot do that unless we are financially literate. All right, so that's another, what I find when it comes to terms is that we talk about them, we know instinctively what they mean, but we may not be like looking at actual definitions and like really knowing what it means. So what is financial literacy? Financial literacy is defined as the knowledge to make smart decisions with money. That's all it is. It's the knowledge to make smart decisions with money. This includes preparing a budget, knowing how much to save, deciding favorable loan terms, understanding impacts to credit, distinguishing different vehicles used for retirement. Okay, so that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different, bullet points that has been lined out in this definition. Financial literacy is the possession of skills and knowledge and behaviors that allow an individual to make informed decision about money. So we know a lot of things about money, right? That what we know doesn't always mean that we're skilled in the knowledge of what to do with the money, right? It doesn't mean we have behaviors that we need to make informed decisions about our money. Because again, this is talking about budgeting, saving, knowing different loan and credit terms, the impacts of loans and credit terms, basically the impacts of debt in our lives, and then knowing the different vehicles of retirement. I think that's a really big one that not a lot of us have been educated on. We don't have the skills on, right? And so these are all the things when we say manifest money and when we say becoming financially lit that we're talking about doing. You know, if you guys don't like budgeting, then let's change it up. Let's call it a spending plan. You know, one of the things that I always say when I talk about budgeting, and we'll get to that, is that you want to manage your money before it manages you. Right? So if you don't want to look at it, if budgeting gives you like this limitation mindset, then call it a spending plan, where now you're saying, this is what I'm spending my money on. But the fact is that you are making a conscious choice about it. You are making informed decisions about it. You aren't just getting money and then ending up not having money. Okay? So, lastly, I want to talk about some reasons why we want to talk about being financially lit. Why we want to manifest money, why we are here at all, right? I'm sure you already have your own reasons. If not, then I want you to ask yourself, as I'm going through this list, which ones apply to you. And it's going to be important because as you're going through the other pillars and as you're going through the work to become skilled, you're going to have to come back to these things. You're going to need these things as your foundation to say, this is why I'm learning. This is why I'm applying. This is why my behavior is changing. This is why I'm here becoming financially lit. Okay? So, some goals include increasing your income, decreasing your debt, conquering credit, saving money. Maybe you have a dream of home ownership. Maybe you have a dream to retire early. Maybe you have never, but you want to enter the stock market. Maybe you have entered the stock market, but you want to learn more. You want to trade more. Maybe you, other goals are knowing and growing your net worth, right? As we said in last week's video, Black girls have a 90%, Black girls' net worth is 90% less than white men in America. So the only way you're going to grow your net worth is if you know your net worth. And essentially, when we do all these things, as we talked about in last week's video, maybe you have a goal to close the wealth gap, right? Net worth is increasing in the Black community, but unfortunately the wealth gap is not. And so as we begin to get literate, financially literate, as we begin to manifest money, keep our mind on money and bring it and have the evidence of it, these are all things that we can do. So many of you know, I think I've mentioned this before. If not, I actually have a net worth calculator as well as a training for you. So I will make sure to drop all the links below. We also, several videos I went over 12 different books. So we have a Financially Lit Black Girl book list with 12 different books. And what I love about these books is that they are all by Black women, so they look just like you. So the way that I kind of, explain it is that books by Black girls for Black girls who want to get financially lit. So that's just another way, right? Watching these videos, reading these books, doing the things, it's just another way to become financially lit by manifesting, getting your mind on, having your soul prosper. And so if you want that list, the book list, I'll have that link below as well. And then I also have the link to the Financially Lit Black Girl classes. One of the things I was thinking about though is if there is something else that you all would like to see from me outside of just like group classes, right? Or live classes where we teach these things as a group. Maybe you want some one-on-one coaching. Maybe you want to be able to have someone audit your budget, right? Audit your income and your budget to show you maybe things that you aren't seeing, or ways that you can save more, or invest more. So those are other things I could potentially be open to. If you guys have a desire for it, just definitely let me know in the comments or email me hi@denisenicole.com. What are some things and ways that I could help you on your financially lit journey? So again, thank you guys for being here. As always, look at all the links in the description box. And if you don't do anything else this week, let's manifest money. Let's prosper as your soul prospers. All right, talk to you next week. Peace.